Cristiano, it's actually a deepening of a relationship that you have with Google Cloud, but it's basically Gemini models marrying with Snapdragon digital chassis. Could you just explain it to us, the technicalities of it?
Absolutely. We said that this is going to happen. We said that once you are behind the wheel of a car, you have no legacy of OSs and applications, and the new agentic experiences enabled by Gen AI will happen, especially because voice is very natural as an interface. So the way you should think about this, the same thing that is happening, for example, with smart glasses, and we're incredibly excited about what's happening there as new personal AI devices. It's going to happen when you're behind the wheel of the car. The car has cameras. Those sensors we use for navigation. They can see things. They can see the road. They can see different things as you navigate. And then you have this computing power that can run AI models into the car. The Gemini models get integrated in the digital chassis. And now you can have agentic experience in the car. You can do search. You can ask about planning navigation. You can ask Gemini to tell you a story of different things as you drive along. You can ask about what is the review of a certain restaurant that you want to do a stop, if you want a reservation. Yeah. The possibilities are endless.
You paint a picture of the future of driving. What about Gemini models that set them apart? Were they the only game in town due to the previous relationship? Did you really set them versus some of the competition?
There's a lot of development of foundational models, and one thing that we've been saying for the past 2 years, and now it's happening. I think those models are evolving to have big models in the cloud and models that also run on the edge and work together. This is true for all companies. It's true for Gemini. It's true for OpenAI. It's true for what's happening in Meta and Amazon and et cetera. And I think that's a great opportunity. We have obviously a very close relationship with Google, but I expect that maybe other car companies may want other models as well. And I think that's the change in the car computing. I think the car is going to embrace those agentic experiences very, very fast.
Cristiano, something's changing recently with Qualcomm, it feels. You know, Snapdragon Drive Pilot most recently, this deeper integration with Google. You're a lot more focused on the software development. Would you agree with that? And why is that an important unlock for Qualcomm?
Yes, it's a great question. More than 50% of our employees right now are software engineers. Actually, if you think about our success in auto, has been about creating a platform. It's more software than hardware. And the industry had noticed, I think companies like Google look at the presence of Qualcomm, for example, in the digital cockpit, which is a new surface computing area for the cars, and they wanted to be part of the Qualcomm platform. And we are building a platform business as we diversify the company. This is also true in the other industries we're going, like, for example, edge AI for industries. And yes, it's a new Qualcomm.
It's a new Qualcomm, leaning into software, leaning into the future of agentic AI at a moment where many question the efficacy, potentially in the workplace. We're wondering about pilots really working. How much are you making sure that this is going to be a real reality that the driver wants to experience and that it does work fluidly and with efficiency?
I am 100% convinced, Caroline, that people are going to get entertained from their car. They're going to work from the car. They're going to connect and communicate from the car. And it's just a natural evolution. Remember, when we start having our chips doing Bluetooth hands-free, that you connect your phone to the car, you can make calls from the car, and we do that all the time. All of a sudden, when you think about that, you have now assisted driving, you have other things that is happening with you, you have easier access to information, to voice. The time you spend on the car, you're going to be doing all those things. What really happened is Gen AI unlocked the potential because you don't have to be typing anything, and the computers will now understand you. And you're going to see this flourishing with developers in the car. You should be thinking about automotive now digital first.
Cristiano, what we saw with the smartphone and data center context is like this acceleration of how quickly you need to bring a new generation of compute to market. Is that still the case for automotive as well? Like, are you under a lot of pressure to say, okay, on an annual basis, we are able to offer this compute platform at whatever scale for automotive, because that's what's being demanded. That's the development cycle there too.
Yes. I'm going to give you a data point just to give you a perspective. When we look at the China market as an example, which has been, we've seen a lot of development of new EVs. From 2023 to today, we have launched with our partners over 210 new models. That's just to give you an idea of the speed. The car is starting to become closer and closer to computer electronics. And the other thing that is great about this, if you buy a car and you own it for 7 years, which is like average ownership of a car of 5 years, something like that, the car is going to get better over time because it's all digital. You get new software, you get new experience. One of the things we did with the Snapdragon Ride and the Snapdragon Cockpit Elite, we're actually future provisioning the hardware so you can actually add capabilities over time. It's a different way to think about the industry, and it's really about digital first, as I said.